5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
300.
Good morning. 300.
Yeah.
300 devotionals.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of talking.
I know. That's a lot of looking at these two weirdos here.
How can I have 300 subjects to talk about? That's insane.
That is.
Do I repeat stuff?
That means there's people on here that have been with us since day one.
I know.
Like literally.
So check this out, right? Think about it this way. This is crazy. So there are people at our church that I only see them on Sunday. And there's 52 weeks a year. Mm-hmm. 52 weeks a year. So I'm really bad at math.
Sorry guys, I'm drinking iced tea.
So 6 years worth of Sunday sermons you've gotten in a year. And that's besides if you watch the Sunday sermons and the Wednesday Bible study.
That's so true.
So in 300 videos, I have poured out what a pastor would in 6 years.
And then you get double Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
And then Sunday morning.
And then Sunday mornings.
That's crazy.
That's like...
Mind blown.
That is so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been... Some of you guys have been with us since day one.
Yeah. You know what's crazy, honestly? Because I'm not putting down anyone when it comes to our church, because we have some great, great people. But I got to say this, is that there's exponential growth. And I never thought of the numbers like that. Mm-hmm. Because that's besides even the Wednesday Bible study, the Sunday, the Zoom, the identity. That's crazy. Because there is a handful of people at the church that watch all these videos too. You know what I mean? So they're included too. But there's just a lot, that, and sometimes I feel like we're barely skimming the surface.
I know.
Of the scriptures.
I feel like it's not enough.
Yeah. But wow, guys, we made it, 300.
I know, you guys.
I wish I had a cake with 300 candles.
Aww.
A carrot cake. Cheesecake? Well, if it's cheesecake, it better be a Cadillac one.
Are you giving me a hit?
No.
No, we can't have that. You're doing so good on your bike. His bike is back there.
Look at that.
You see the seat?
Bam!
Right there. Bam! Right there.
Yeah, so I went back to my writing ever since Monday. So I wrote Monday, Tuesday. Today's Wednesday. Your Thursday. And I think I almost hit 7 miles Monday. Almost hit 7 miles yesterday. Today I hit 7.5 miles.
Good for you, babe. I'm proud of you.
Well, yeah, but 7.5. Well, you know what? Yeah, it is good for the start.
Yeah, you need to stop that because I'm really
that is a good thing. That is a good thing. I want to get my win back though, because before I used to tell you I'll be back in 20 minutes, and I'd come back with 7 miles usually, almost. And this time I'm coming back 45 minutes later. But you got to start it. It's been a while through the whole pandemic. For whatever reason, we didn't ride.
Yeah.
And normally, every year, we would have been in full-blown soul rider mode. And we would have been riding with the groups and riding with small group and riding just me and her. And it would have been on, But
I don't ride the streets, guys. I won't ride what he rides here at all. I won't do it because of my eyesight and the roads and everything, like the streets and stuff like that. I won't do it.
So we go through paved. There's a lot of paved bike trails, and those are the ones she rides on.
Those are the ones that I ride. I ride the long trails
made for cycling,
that are made for cycling and stuff like that. I can do that. I can do long stuff like that. But when it comes to stop and go and roads like that, because I right before I got my was it before or right after right before I got my brain surgery, I had lost my peripheral eyesight. And to be honest with you guys, I pretty much, when he rides, I have to be really, really close to him so that I can be watching exactly his every move. So I'm like really, really close
when
to
she
him.
rides with me on the street.
Yeah.
Because on a trail, she leaves me.
Yeah, I do.
And takes off.
If I know the trail.
Yeah.
If I know the trail. If I don't know the trail, I'm still very close to him, because if there's unknown bumps or there's unknown turns and stuff like that, I do got to be close to him.
But we pretty much know all the trails around here.
Yeah.
Bike trails.
But he kind of guides me, and he tells me, hey, there's a bump coming, there's a rock or something, because I can't see those things on the road. Mm-hmm. So he guides me, and I do love being close enough to him so that he can tell me, but I don't like it. I don't like being too close to the streets and unknown stuff like that.
But we do a lot now. We have walkie-talkies.
Yeah.
And we have earpieces. So, because when you're riding, you hear the wind. It's loud. It's really loud.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll yell. I'll be like, a stick, and you don't even hear me. Yeah. So now there's an earpiece with a little button right here. And I'm like, we just talk.
And I think ever since, when was it, in 2000... When was it that I got into that bad accident in Oceanside? 2017, right? Right after my brain surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2007, I had my brain surgery in January of 2017.
That was our honeymoon.
Yeah, January of 2017, I had brain surgery. And then I had another surgery in June. And then we ended up going to Oceanside in October of 2017. And I was finally really, really happy because I was back on my bike. I had slowly gotten back on my bike, doing trails with him. I had first started doing small trails with him up in Tracy, and started doing, 6, 7, 8 miles, 10 miles. And I was working my way up so we can do our 20-mile in Oceanside. And we had did it, and really happy and excited because we had did it. And I remember on the last final day, do you remember when you said
we were already going to check out?
Yeah, we were checking out of the hotel and everything. I just finished our honeymoon and everything, and we were leaving. And he's like, let's go for a small little ride just along the coast really quick.
Before we check out.
Yeah.
Because checkout was 11.
Yeah. And here's the weird thing, you guys, that he was like, let's go along for a ride. And I was like, all right, and my helmet was in the car. I wasn't even going to wear it because I had this really nice pink little headband and I didn't want to mess up my hair. So I was like, all right. And he's like, what about your helmet? And I'm like, no, I'm not going to wear it. But he's like, just wear your helmet. I was like, all right, I guess, so we ended up having to go get my helmet.
No, I got your helmet.
Oh, you had it.
And then we didn't have that conversation. That didn't happen. I just went to the car, got your helmet.
And I didn't want to put it on.
You didn't want to put it on. We didn't have this conversation. And then because I handed it to you, you were planning on not wearing it, but you're like, I'm not going to make him go back to the car. So
there you go.
So
That's
you just
what happened.
Put it on.
And so I was like, all right, put it on. And I didn't want to wear it, you guys. I really didn't because I didn't want to mess up my hair.
But she didn't want me to go all the way to the car to put it back.
See, I was still being nice. Put it on. We go for a bike ride. And it was too bumpy along the coast area because it was like sidewalk and it was real bumpy. So we ended up going down the street. And he ended up taking this side little road. And he's like, well, let's go this way. And I think he ended up seeing like this little paved road, a little bike trail.
Well, because I know you like bike trails, we were about to cross a bridge where there's like a wharf where the sister from Oceanside, she knows what I'm talking about. It's that little place where there's little shops and restaurants. But as we're crossing that bridge, I noticed a bike trail below. So I'm like, oh. And I took it.
And he took it. And
she
like
follows
I told
right behind
you guys,
me.
I follow right behind him because I can't see well. So my first instinct is just follow. I just followed him and I just threw him. And it was so steep.
Well, I didn't know that when it went like this. I didn't know that.
It was so steep that my bike just like
slid out from under you.
Slid from under me. And all I know is that I couldn't stop, and I go and I hit this metal post. And, this metal post stopped me from actually going over. And there was like a drop. And I'm glad that metal post kind of stopped me, but I hit so hard forward, and then I hit back, and it broke the back end where I had brain surgery, where the helmet was, that whole part of the helmet broke.
It cracked.
And it cracked. And I don't know much what happened, but I know for a moment I couldn't even feel anything. I could feel my head swelling. I couldn't feel certain parts of my body. I didn't know what was going on, but I couldn't move. And all I can hear is a man. There was a man there, and there was
a cyclist going by. He was a retired naval officer, and he's a cyclist, and he stopped to help.
Yeah.
And
I just know that they were trying to
because I called 911, and they're like, "Where are you?" I have no idea. So he got on my phone. He's like, "We're by this bridge and this street and blah, blah, blah." And so
I was traumatized, guys, after that for months. To make a long story short, it's already been long. We're 11 minutes in. But to be honest with you guys, I was traumatized for a really, really long time. It's still taken a long time for me to get back to the normality of what I used to be, and just to get on my bike the way I used to, and just go with him on just normal rides. And it's not just fear, but it's hard for me to see, like I tell you guys, and he likes to go on just normal streets. But that's why I loved the straight paved, because I can cycle, a good amount of miles, but I won't do those type of, it's too stop and go for me. And it just, I don't feel it's safe for me. Yeah. So, but I'm happy that he's getting back on his bike. I think right now, with just a lot of things going on, I think we need to really be a little bit healthier. And I think it's important. I think that's one thing, because we've become so busy with so many things. We've put our own health on the back burner a little bit. And that's one thing that I just kind of feel like, wait a minute, we gotta turn things around a little bit here, and we gotta also put our health and make it a priority at this time. It's so important for us to make our health a priority, because we have not made it a priority. So it's important for us to do that. So other than that, video 300, today's a Wednesday night. As you guys know, we hardly have a long video because we got home so late. Today, we ended Bible study, and we went to two families' houses, two of our families from the church. Dropped off ice cream.
Took them ice cream. And
we took the kids' ice cream.
Yeah, and Sister Jennifer she had two paintings from me, and gracefully, I thank her so much. She's gonna allow me to get them scanned to make G-clays out of them, which is so awesome, and I appreciate that so much from her, because she didn't have to do that.
No.
So we picked that up, went to see Sister Lorena and
the other Lorena.
Yeah, and they took him some ice cream. Hey,
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we took him ice cream, and as you know, you pull up and you end up talking. So then we got home a little later than normal. So here we are again. Wednesday night is usually our short video night, and usually Wednesday night also. I just did a whole Bible study, so I don't have a verse. So I don't know. There's no verse for 300.
But this is the night that we always kind of just like to.
Yeah, but I'm saying
talk freely. Though.
Yeah, but I'm saying being video 300, it would have been nice to have come up with something catchy, but whatever. It's video 300. Praise God we got here. Praise God.
The Army of 300.
I keep thinking of that movie 300.
Me too. But you know what?
This is Sparta. Oh, when he kicks that guy down.
But you know what's really, really cool? That we usually average about 300 viewers, between 200 and 300.
Oh, yeah.
And it's pretty cool that this is video 300. Mm-hmm. And it was 300 that defeated, in that battle. So y'all are a powerful army.
Oh, you're talking about Gideon. Mm-hmm. I was talking about the movie 300.
I was talking about Gideon.
Oh, I was talking about the movie.
No, I'm talking about Gideon.
So, I was listening to this guy I listened to. It's a podcast on YouTube, and he said something cool, and I'm gonna say the same thing. He says, basically, he did the rundown. He's like, I don't have sponsors, blah blah blah, this and that. I do appreciate your support, financial support, and all that. That's not the part I'm talking about. But then he goes, but if you really want to support me, he goes, share this channel. So instead of him making it a big thing of asking for funds, asking for money, asking for donations, he's like, man, the best thing you can do is share the channel. And it's like, I guess I want to say the same thing. If you truly when guys, seriously, when you see a good movie you like, what do? You tell everybody about it. At least I do. You find a good little taco shop, little burger place, you tell everyone about it. So if this
I know we do.
Yeah, so if this has truly been a blessing for you, why aren't your friends watching? Because if it really has done that much for you, then there's people you love that you want that done for them also. Because truly, that's a huge blessing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing for us because, sometimes, some of the subjects that come up and we're just talking, but then when I see the comments the next day, they're like, man, that was really good, So it's like, wouldn't it be awesome it's 300 views. Wouldn't it be awesome if it was 600 or 1,000? Not for the sake of, we got all these views, but for the sake of the person you love.
Amen.
Like if you are truly gleaning that much from these, then imagine. And honestly, like I've told people at the church, I said, this is before the pandemic. We have 120 chairs. We have capacity for 140, but we have 120 chairs. I said, and usually we'd be at about 90 to 100 every Sunday before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Almost to the brim, right? And I said, if you guys truly love this church and truly love what you're being taught here, then you will tell everybody you know. I said, so I don't understand why, because if everyone told one person, why is there not 240 people the next Sunday? And then they tell somebody and 480 people the following. It's like, it doesn't. So I'm just like, if we're the same 90 to 100 for the last 6 months, then the teachings must be horrible because you're not sharing it with anybody you know. Because if you were sharing it, this place would be packed out. And I'm not saying that to say like we want a church. I say, please, you guys, if you've been around me for 300 videos, then I'm saying this in the right spirit, because I could care less about a mega church. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you knew where to go that makes you well, that makes you whole, you will tell everybody about it. That's all I'm trying to say.
Amen.
Because I sure do, guys. I sure do. When I go places, when I find something out, whatever, I go and tell people I know. I'm a movie guy, okay? And if I see a movie, I'm texting my son Gabriel. I'm texting my brother Angel.
Very true, guys.
I'm texting my brother Ruben. Sometimes Steve, because he's not, I don't know if he likes the movies I like, but me.
Or if he finds a good food place, or if he finds this.
Yeah, when I find a good food place, I have a list of people I call too.
He does.
So.
And then you have your book people too,
then
like
I have
Carlos,
my book. Yes,
your brother Angel.
When
you
I
have
find a
certain
good
people,
book, whether it's a good book, a good movie, a good place to eat, whatever, there's the people, my go-to people that I go to. So
yeah,
guys.
I agree. But the ultimate things is that I see this meme that always goes around. And it's like, we want to see others succeed, and it's so important, because I think that's a beautiful thing when we can actually uplift and see others succeed. That should make us happy at all times, And I think that's important, that we encourage one another and that we want to see other people succeed in everything that they do. And I think that's part of it. Others will succeed, but if we help them succeed as well. And that's part of that. That's part of doing that is by little simple gestures like that, little simple things like that. When you see, I was just talking to somebody today when I said, listen, are you working still? No. Well, maybe you can do this. Maybe you can do a little bit of this. And maybe, trying to find ideas on how to make things work, or maybe, to any way that you can do to help somebody, or to try to, encourage them and do something to help them out and help them succeed in any way possible, whether to share their experiences with someone. Well, let this person know, so that way maybe they can, maybe they can use some help in that area.
Yeah.
Just, so share the word. It's marketing, know, some type of network marketing. I think it helps.
What's crazy though is I didn't realize it till Brother Alfonso brought it up to my attention 2 weeks ago. He says, congratulations for hitting 1 million views.
I didn't even know that either until you posted that.
Are you serious? So I go and I look, because if you see it on channel, it tells you what. Oh, do you have the channel there? Because it's more than that. And I'm like, that's crazy. So it's like, obviously the word is getting out there. I understand there's YouTubers that hit 1 million every video they do. So my whole YouTube career has been 9 years, and it took me 9 years to hit 1 million views. But if you go to hit about 1,007,667 views.
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, it took us 9 years to do it. Some people do it with one video, but we're proud of that. We're proud of that. It's an accomplishment. I'll tell you why. Woo-hoo. Because this is a Christian channel. That's hard for a Christian channel to do.
Wow.
There's other YouTube pranks. There's things like that. Of course, they're going to get lots of views. But when you do something like for the Lord, and especially, longer videos, because if you go to YouTube videos on how to do a YouTube channel, they'll say keep your video short, under 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes, because people like to just boom, 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 boom. Don't do long videos. But like, for instance, Tony A., who introduced me from LA, from Wilmington, he does 2-hour shows twice a week. He just started less than a year ago. He's surpassed 10,000 subscribers. So it's like, why? Because people like it and they share it. They're like, hey, have you heard of Tony A? Which, congratulations to him. That's awesome. He's a really nice guy. Knows a lot about the word. Surprised me when he did the interview. And I just pray that his heart leads back to the Lord, because I had heard he used to give amazing Bible studies.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
I didn't know that, So, here's the thing, that once God has a hold of your life, God ain't going to let go.
Amen.
God is not going to let go, but what else was I going to say? I think I don't know. It's nice to hit 300 videos, but I do, if I go according to what everybody comments, why does it stay at the same views? It's like, it's truly, we want to share what it is we're doing. There's a YouTuber I watch. He's an aquarium guy called the King of DIY. And he was talking about, I think I mentioned him yesterday. Why do I keep talking about him? But anyways, that guy, he goes, man, when I first started videos, nobody would watch it. And I kept doing it. And he's got, I don't know how many subscribers now. It's insane. Why? Because his stuff is insightful. So I belong to a couple aquarium pages on Facebook, and there's a couple times people have asked questions, and I remember he has a video about it. So I will literally get a link from his video, and why? Because it's a great show, so I share it and I promote it. That's what I'm trying to talk about.
Yeah, so you go back and you put his on those sites so that they can learn about it.
Because some guy was asking about this little cube. Still some whack TV commercial. If you drop this cube into your aquarium, it gets crystal clear water. And in the commercial, it's all pure green algae water. They drop this little cube in there, and then it shows it all clear. And they're like,
you went and you shared that on
some
that.
guy was saying, man, I think I'm buying this. What do you guys think? Does it sound too good to be true? And he made a video calling it fake. And he literally got one and dropped, did a whole review and everything. So I just got his link, put it on there. But here's the thing, right? Is that because I like his channel and it's insightful and it helps me, so I want to help others. And that's not even a spiritual thing. That's just fish.
That's good.
So the things, if this thing really helps you guys, it would be, there's so much material now that now you can share and be like, man, you got to watch these guys if it's something that you like.
That's good. Like I've seen Pastor Thomas Uguati, who's he's one of our missions guys from Nigeria, and I love the nuggets that he just puts out there. And a lot of them also are, nuggets from his book and stuff like that. And I just, it's just so much wisdom. And, sometimes it's not even words that I need to even post or anything. I just post his stuff. I just share it. Because I don't even need to add anything to it because it's self-explanatory. So I just share his nuggets. I just share his word because there's so much. There's so much richness to it. And just what he says, and there's just so much relevance to it and everything. And I just share it. I just go for it because, there's just, and I love when it gets reshared.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to.
No, go ahead.
I'm trying to see some of these views. Watch. I'm going to show you something of just how these channels, and why? Because it's helpful. That's why. And actually, I can't see how many he has, huh?
Who?
The King of DIY has 1.3 million subscribers.
Wow.
1.3 million. And all he does is amazing. Is he talks about fish, aquarium pumps, different products or whatnot. Yeah. I didn't realize he had that many.
Wow.
Another guy I watch is Bricks Fitness. Let's see his. It's a trip. 605,000 subscribers, so a little over 500,000 subscribers. It's just cool stuff. Why? Because he talks to you about health. He was a really big guy. He was almost 400 pounds or
380 something. I
believe. He was 380 something. The guy looks like a bodybuilder now, and it's just amazing stuff, good information, but why? Because people share it, so guys, if these videos can spiritually help you and then let it help somebody else.
I think right now, even so right now is a time when people are so ready to receive. People are really needing, there's so much confusion right now during these times. People are confused with the things of the world right now. People are confused with politics, with government, with the world. There's just so much going on right now that people need. They need the Lord. They need Jesus. And they're searching and they're searching. But what if that moment when they were searching, you shared something, and that's exactly what they've been searching for. So be that moment for them, and it's important right now during these times because everybody really needs it at this time. I was just talking to a friend the other day early in the morning, and I haven't heard her voice in a long time. And I was just really, really surprised that I got a call. And she's in the medical field, and it was just beautiful to know that she knew where she can reach out, and I thought that was wonderful. But the thing is that she constantly sees us on here.
Oh, really?
She constantly sees that we're out there, and she just knew I had to reach out to you.
Amen.
And that's beautiful.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah. It's beautiful to know that because she constantly sees us and constantly, she's all, I just knew that I had to call.
Yeah.
And I was blessed by that because I can easily get on there and just start praying with her and just start, sharing with her and speak life.
Yeah. And my thing is, maybe I could be wrong because only you guys would know, but like sometimes I feel like people feel out of touch with pastors and stuff. And it's not totally our fault, because honestly, like Sundays, it's hard, because like even this Sunday, you know, you were like, oh, you got to remember about the trash and this and that. We're on the way to church. I'm like, I'm going to forget. I'm telling you right now, because I'm thinking of, we had these new mics I had to set up. Well, I got to set up the OBS, which is the online thing. I got to set up the PowerPoint. I got to do a sound check and get everything going. I'm thinking of my sermon. You know, so, and then
I had to mop, I had to sweep, I had to
so
clean.
I said, I'm going to be honest with you, Sharon. I'm not going to remember nothing about garbage.
And I forgot too, you guys.
Yeah, and we both forgot. So Sunday is a hard time. So if somebody just comes on Sunday, doesn't communicate me during the week, then it's just a one-way conversation. They're just hearing me preach, but there's no real communication there. You know, and sometimes preachers will do a video, and it's like I don't want to sound critical, because maybe that's what their direction, what they want to do, but they do the pastoral thing on video too. And I'm just like, I just want to be me. I don't want a channel where I can't talk about riding my bike or watching Rambo movies or my fish or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that's what people relate to. Yeah. And possibly you might have a friend that doesn't like that whole persona, and they just want normalcy for people to be real. Yeah. And as you guys know, we don't edit this stuff. There's mistakes that we do. There's times I forget. There's camera goes on, and I didn't even know. It's all creepy. I go and it turns on. I hit the camera.
I kick it all the time.
You know, and we keep that stuff in on purpose, because everything's so polished on YouTube sometimes. It's just so polished. Or if it's not polished, it's super low quality, and you can't really see the people. You can't hear the people. They sound like they're in a cave, and it just sounds horrible. So we're like, what if we do a nice, high quality video where people can hear me on the microphone, but just be real? You could probably hear her tapping her feet right now.
Oh, man. Sorry. Yeah, I was tapping my feet. And you guys can probably always hear me cracking my knuckles, because I'm always cracking my knuckles.
Only when we do videos. All day long, she doesn't do it until it's time to do videos. It's weird.
Isn't that weird, you guys? I only crack my knuckles here when
That's funny you brought that up, because I've been noticing that for months, and I'm just like, I don't hear her crack her knuckles ever. And the moment we start doing videos, she's like, you know, and I'm like, what's that all about?
I don't know. Maybe because I don't know. Maybe because I'm just here and I don't know. It's weird.
You just remembered you had fingers? Have you ever seen when babies first know they have hands?
Yeah, they start putting in their mouth or their toes, and they put their toes in their mouth.
They're like, what is this?
That wasn't a funny joke, though.
What was it?
That I remember that I have hands.
Why? No, I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
Stop popping your knuckles. Now that I say it, now you want to.
I know, I want to so badly.
So guys, this is video 300. We did it. We did it together.
Yes.
We're going to continue to do it as long as the Lord allows us.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been a blessing knowing you guys. Those of you that have been there from day one. Those of you that have been there since day yesterday. You know, thank you so much for giving us the time. I know there's so many things to watch on YouTube, and you're watching us, and we truly, truly appreciate it. It's humbling, and we're just thankful that we can somehow make your day better, somehow
make you laugh.
Yeah, and
every morning,
and teach in a way that makes sense and makes it relevant. I was just saying that at Bible study. I'm like, I love history and talking about the context of Scripture. But if that's all we do, we're doing a disservice to the people listening. We got to now bridge that. How is that relevant to us? And that's the way I approach Scripture when I preach and when I teach and when we do devotionals, is we want to bridge this book that was written thousands of years ago into our life now.
Amen.
That's our main focus.
Amen. And you know what's beautiful? I think that we've gone through a lot of life together in just this little bit of time together. I mean, literally we have We have laughed together. We have cried together. We have gone through hardships together. You guys have, even gone through struggles with us together as a family. Pandemics together. We've been locked up together. We have, guys. And that means a lot to us. Like, seriously, it really, really does mean a lot to us, because I really, truly believe that a lot of you on here, and a lot of you on here are part of our church family here in Modesto, because a lot of you have started to watch now, and a lot of you know a lot more about our home life than what our immediate families, our little distant immediate families know about us. And that's kind of crazy if you think about it. Like cousins and aunts and uncles and all of that, and some brothers and sisters, you guys know so much more about our lives and what we do more than our family, like our blood family. And that says a lot, guys. That says a lot. And we appreciate you being there with us through a lot of this. And praying with us and really being an encouragement to us. Because like I really, really said yesterday, when I said that just seeing those comments and all of that, you guys don't even realize what that has done for us as a marriage, and as a whole together, as a family, what it has done for us. And it has really, truly allowed us to grow together. It has done a lot. Mm-hmm. I'll tell you guys one thing that I've been working from home again, a little bit like part-time, but it looks like I'm gonna actually be home a little bit more for a little while, and I'm looking for for something new, because my boss, are they introverted? Is that they're very introverted? They're engineers. They're very private, more of a private type of people. And they felt, because I am part of a church, and because we do run a church, that we're too exposed. And you guys know I love my job. I love my job and everything. But here's the thing, I was working a lot of hours, and I was doing full-time ministry, and now I'm helping with the prison ministry, and there was just a lot. It was a little overwhelming for me, but I think at the same time, maybe the Lord might have heard my prayers, because I was like, Lord, this is a lot for me. But then, my boss told me, well, some of the engineers don't feel really comfortable that you're kind of overseeing a church, and that you're coming to work and you may be too exposed, because of the whole COVID thing. And I was like, whoa, okay. So that door is kind of closing for me. And, it is what it is, guys, because, for me, the things of God come first. And, God's going to always provide. And, my husband, I told my husband, and I said, are you happy that I'm going to be home a little bit more with you? He's like, yeah, but I know that the Lord's going to always provide. He's already opened up the doors for a small little part-time beginning in August for a contract job. It's going to be for a few weeks, but that's okay. I'll take it. And I'm going to be able to do more things for the Lord that I love to do. So I'm going to be home. Maybe we can go bike riding a little bit, Mm-hmm. And then I get to spend more time with you guys and not be so tired like I've been. But I'm happy that we've gotten to 300 and that we've gotten to 300 together. Ready for another 100?
Number 300, I want to see you talk to the camera for 30 seconds.
Really? Okay.
Because you always look away. So give me that for video 300. Talk to him.
Wait. Really?
Always look away. Look at him.
Now, I don't
Look at him with your own two peepers.
Okay, I don't know what to say now.
Oh, I was just joking.
Don't put me in the spot. See, now I feel like I'm getting red. That's not nice.
Do you get embarrassed though? Or is it awkward?
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Because look, I can't look straight over there.
It's hard.
I keep looking at my.
It's hard.
I keep looking at my chest over there.
What chest?
At my.
That
big old thingy.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful. But anyways.
It is hard, I guess. I don't know. I don't think about it.
See, you're not looking straight over there.
Yeah, I am. I'm looking right at them.
And you just stay looking at it the whole time.
Yeah, a lot of time. Not the whole time. I'm not like this. You know, that's creepy.
Well,
But
you
like
wanted me to be creepy.
No, when I'm talking to them, I'm talking to them.
But I don't know how to do that.
I know.
You've done it your whole life. You were a
YouTube didn't exist my whole life.
No, you're a performer though.
What? I'm a juggler?
Babe, you were...
I used to be a clown.
He was a rapper.
Juggling.
He was a rapper. You used to be in the movies. You used to rap. You used to do... So you've always been a performer, though. So you knew what it was like to, you know, do that and to talk to people and do...
I did that.
You do this.
Where's your turntables?
Leave me alone, man. Stop it. You're making me embarrassed.
Okay, I'll just messing with you. But guys, what? Video 300. We're just having fun. I'm just having fun with my wife. You know, she's my best friend. And
he's my best friend.
So, you know, sometimes I'll say things and make her face turn red, I guess. I
feel really hot. I'm actually sweating for the first time.
Because I'm telling you to look at him?
Yes, stop.
Okay, don't look at him. Look that way.
Stop it.
All right, guys. Seriously.
He's making me sweat, you guys.
No.
I never, ever sweat. I actually get cold all the time.
I'm looking at him.
You can see them with your own two peepers.
Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good day. Wednesday night for us, Thursday morning for you guys. So have a great Thursday.
My husband still makes me nervous.
Have a great day, blessed day, and we will see you tomorrow.
We love you guys.
Bye.
Have a good day.